Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my April setup plan with me. Welcome to my channel, you guys. Today I'm going to work in my Erin Condren Life Planner. We're going to set up this month view, this notes page, and believe it or not, even this divider page, the dashboard page, and this notes page. And I'm going to do decorative planning. That is just really fun for me, a little bit therapeutic for me. And so I'm going to decorate with a sticker kit. And this month's kit is called Showers Bring Flowers. And here's what I've included in this kit. It is from my shop, so that's why I say what I've included. Just a nice deco sticker there, a little bit of smaller deco, functional and decorative stickers, dashboard stickers, more dashboard and a bunch of headers, same here, and then month view stickers here. And I'm really into these colors, and I believe that this blue here picks up a little bit of this center. If you have the colorful Erin Condren Life Planner, it's a close match to that kind of center wave there. And we're going to set up the month view first of all. And one thing I always forget, or often forget to do, is to fill out my sidebar before I place it. So the best way that I know of to do that, since I use it for the same thing each month, is to flip back a month. This is where I list all of the bills that I want to be sure to pay. It's just a kind of a reminder checklist, fairly routine every month, and it's just easier to write on one of these stickers if it's not already in the book. So let's go into time lapse and fill this out, and I'll be right back. With that done, and I almost never remember to do that ahead of time, so I'm very pleased that I did this time. I'm going to flip the planner upside down and add a nice decorative header. So even though this color matches this center color, it's really not going to matter unless there are other splashes of that color that are going to show. But I know that some people who might get my kids may use them differently than I do, and they may not cover up all of the same areas of the page. So I don't always, but I very often try to make my monthly kit at least somewhat match the colorful version of the Life Planner. But it's kind of, I guess, unfair to the people who get the alternative color pattern. Like this past year has been bold blooms, and I love that color palette, but I really haven't designed many kits with bold blooms in mind, other than the move-in kit had an option for bold blooms or canvas, the more neutral option, but I haven't done any monthly kits that have that in mind. And if I were solely a sticker shop owner, I would do way more kits, but I'm not. I'm a piano teacher, and I help take care of my mom. She is 84 years old, I guess 84 and a half now, and she's doing great. But I assist her with things 3 days a week, and I also have a bunch of grandchildren that I love babysitting, spending time with every chance I get, and I almost never turn down an opportunity to babysit because it's just the best, and they're only going to be the age that they are right now for a short time, and I don't want to miss out on any of it. And I know you know what that is like if you're a grandmother. And so I'm just too busy to put out a kit in every color scheme. But maybe if stickers are still popular when I get to a different phase of my life, maybe I will begin to expand my sticker shop. I don't know. I know during my summer vacation, I should have more time to add things. I wanted to add what I'm calling my mini sheets, like a new line of sticker sheets called minis that are going to be 4x6 sheets that have mostly just icons and scripts on them. I had hoped to do that during my spring break, but my spring break was consumed with preparation for my dad's big event that's happening on Saturday the 5th. And right now, as I'm filming, it is Wednesday the 2nd. And even today, before I came down here to film, I was already occupied with doing things for that event. So it just didn't happen that I was able to put out the minis. Couldn't do it. But I know I will be able to during my summer vacation. At the latest, I would think. I have colorful numbers to cover up the dates, and I'm going to hold off putting those down so that I don't have to lift them up and put them back down over a sticker that happens to interfere with that space. So I'm just going to hold off on that part and go straight to writing out my events. And I'll go into time lapse for that also. I've got event labels here and here. I love the scalloped ones the most because A, they're scalloped, but B, they have blue gingham in them. And I have a few bigger stickers that I can use for major things like Easter and my dad's event and some other things. So let's go into time lapse. I'll be back. I do have a few more event labels over here if I need that many, and I will be right back. Sorry that was so much time lapse, but I thought it would be best to just go ahead and not only fill out some of the events, but put them on the page. And to be honest, I'm going to go back in time lapse in a second, or else just go voila and have all of these numbers down like that. And it's all done. What a difference that makes. Let's put some paydays down and use some pretty dollar bills. I've got orange payday banners, and I have 3 colors of dollars. And let's just see what might look the most fun. I feel like blue is what I'm in the mood for. And let's do it the way that we did it last month, with the money about there, and then the payday banner perpendicular to it like that. I really think that's a cute way to do it. Not the only cute way, of course, but a cute way to do it. And I'm going to white out this Good Friday since I have a sticker for it, and then put the payday right below that. And that works out well. I don't think we have any April birthdays though. All I'm going to do on this page, besides put a header there on my financial sidebar, is put a little code that means showers bring flowers. So let's put a nice little vase of flowers right there beside the showers, and put financial tasks at the top of the sidebar. It's right here on this sheet. Do you see it? Okay, found it. Okay, financial tasks, and then we'll decorate that just a little bit with a dollar sign and some dollar bills. And I could actually just put some dollar bills down here in the space at the bottom of the sidebar. That would probably look cute. And let's see whether we like pink or red. Red definitely pops more. Let's do this. Let's combine this little dollar sign. Usually don't do it this way. Let's put these down like that and put the dollar sign on top like that. I like it. Let's go on now. If we flip back a page, this is a very simple setup. All we're going to do is put a memory verse header here and a sticker scraps header here. The sticker scraps is the easiest of all. And I just put literally what it sounds like, leftover stickers or little pieces of washi tape that I trim. There we go. So that one's done. And then we have this pretty pink floral kind of medium thickness washi tape to put at the top of this page and also my prayer of the month page. So I like pink and red together. I think they make a nice combination. Like that. And the header for the memory verse is right here. And I'm going to just kind of stagger that with the pink washi tape and put a couple of Bibles flanking it like this. So one here and one here, and it is all done. And then we'll go on to the dashboard that is after the month view right here, and we'll set up the prayer of the month page. This one is just like the memory verse setup for the most part. It will be like this. And prayer of the month, let's put the actual prayer down and then put the header down in case it overlaps, which I don't think it will. All right, so we'll peel this. This is sticker paper that is regular letter size, but I printed my prayer of the month, which is in my Facebook group, by the way, if you want to print it yourself. And it's sized to be able to cut the paper down so you can fit it on one of these 7x9 planner pages. And we'll put the header on above that, and maybe the little teapot of flowers will fit, but I don't think it will. So I'm probably going to leave that off and put just a little bit of deco there instead, like, well, honestly, the little flowers might be nice. We could do that one and this one. There we go. Okay, that's all done. And then over here on this sidebar, we have a box sticker for every one of these 4 boxes. And let's talk about planner launch season, because I bet more than 1 or 2 of you saw that I put down a sticker here. We are able to announce now that the Erin Condren LifePlanner launch for the 25-26 year, you could get a 12-month or an 18-month planner, is going to be on the 22nd. I'm not positive about this, but the 21st might be an insider launch day. So I put it between those 2 days, because normally that's what they do, have an insider launch day. And I am going to review something new for you, the new themes and planner. So I can't wait. That's like the most exciting launch of the year for me. And I love other planner companies' launches as well, but there's something about the Erin Condren launch that just gets me so excited to just see all the accessories and everything else that they put out along with the new Life Planner. And so that's coming up, and hopefully I will get a shipment and plenty of time to be able to film for you to help you make up your mind about what you might want to order if you are one of those people who plans to order. And I'm one of those people. So even though they send me something, I am still a customer, and I will probably go in on launch day and place an order, because what they send me may or may not be what I end up wanting to use as my main planner. So I'll be shopping right alongside you. And look how these colors look all nice. I haven't seen them all on the same page because I just see them like this when I'm designing them, and I'm guessing what is going to look good together. But I love how that looks. Let's put a couple of headers here and here. I think I'm going to stick with this sort of periwinkle blue on both of them, and then put a script right above. And I think I'm going to end up filming this video in 2 sessions. So if you see different sleeves on me before all is said and done, that's why. Because my monthly setup plan with me almost always takes more time than a regular plan with me, because I want to give a lot of thought to my goals and my themes for the week. And so I have a header that says sticker kits, but sometimes it's just a theme. Like last month, for Viewer's Choice, I did a spread that was no stickers at all. So it might just be a theme. And then my memories is this big box. So starting in July, I usually begin a new planner in July and take it through the following June. I think I'm going to do something different in this box. I have gone in and filled in memories for a lot of, well, not a lot, for a few of the months. I want to show you an example. Here is one, and here is one, but I have not filled out any of the others, and I kind of just think that scrapbooking is going to be my main source of memory keeping, and we ended up in September. I don't know how that happened. Here we go. And this may just be superfluous, although I love putting memories in my planner. I can't say for sure, but I am thinking about changing it up. All right, my big teapot sticker actually might go well back here because I have 4 memory verses this month instead of 5. Last month, I literally ran out of room and was writing teeny tiny to fit in all 5 of the verses because some were long. But I think this month I'll be safe to have a little bit of deco here in the corner. This is what I have left. I'm going to use the hearts here. A few event labels that I will add in. My book of the month sticker, and a little bit of deco and event stickers. And that's all that's left of this kit. So it's mostly set up. But let's fill out the goals here. I want to fill out my goals with realistic expectations in mind. So our 40th wedding anniversary is coming up. And do you know that 1 year ago, my plan was to finish redoing our wedding album in time for our 39th wedding anniversary? It's not done. In fact, it's still sitting in the same station with all of my supplies in the same state that it was in last year, except maybe I've added a page or 2 here and there. So don't you think the 40th anniversary is a nice round number where I should really try to get that wedding album done? And my anniversary is not this month. I think I maybe said it was. It's coming up in May, the 40th anniversary. So I don't have to finish it this month, but I really need to finish it by our anniversary. Another biggie is that I need to finish my 1 senior piano student's senior book. So that is basically a scrapbook. I do a lot of scrapbooking, as you can tell. And I did tell somebody, maybe it was Debbie Pettit, that when I finish my wedding album, I would show it, like do a video to show you what I did. You're going to get a kick out of some of the 80s-ness of it. But this one's just going to be to finish the senior book. And the actual drop dead date on that is May 18th. So I need to work on it a lot this month, but it doesn't have to be completed this month, just like the wedding album. And another thing, I'm going to go ahead and put it on here, although it's almost done, is have a successful event for my dad this coming Saturday. I also, let's just keep talking about scrapbooks because it turns out basically all of my past due things are scrapbooks. But now I'm going to change my mind. I've got to write New Planner Day, you guys. New Planner Day is the song that I write to go with the Erin Condren LifePlanner launch, and I usually release it the morning of launch day. So New Planner Day 25. Let's leave it with that. That's not even close to everything that's on my list, but those are the biggies. So let's just leave it like that. Now I already know what some of my themes, well, I know what most of the themes are going to be. How many stickers do I have that are dots? 1, 2, 3. I need one more dot, and I'm just going to create it with a clean color dot marker. So I've got this metallic blue clean color dot marker. So we need 4 different themes for the weekly plans, and I already did the first one. Even though I had not filmed this video yet, I already filmed the first weekly plan with me just because it was time to. So the first theme was Showers Bring Flowers. It matched this one. So it's the same sticker kit, but in a weekly format. And I want that circle to be bigger. So, let's see if it works. There we go. And I'm not worried about bleed through. Maybe I should be, but I don't think, no, it did not. It did not bleed through the sticker and the paper. So, Plan Sarah Plan, Showers Bring Flowers. And you know what? I've got to go teach piano now. So this is to be continued, probably different outfit. Hi again, I'm back. It's the next day, and I have just had some playtime with one of my grandsons, and that was a lot of fun. And I also looked at my sticker stash, so I know what we're going to do the following 3 weeks. So the first week's already done, Showers Bring Flowers. The second week is going to be a Simply Gilded kit. I have the box that it came in, so it's called Light Chaser. This box has washi tape in it. These are pet tape stickers, and here is the other good stuff, like the pen that they always send and the postcard. So it's basically going to be stars and sunset vibes, basically. I'm not going to open it all up, but that is what we're going to do on the 7th through the 13th. For the 14th through the 20th, we're going with Boulder Bond, and this is a kit called Spring Dream, and I will just thumb through showing you what Bonnie sent me. I have way more, as always, than I can use. The vertical boxes are adorable with that little hedgehog and the little bunny there, really pretty. Some flower check boxes, some scripts, and deco. Look at those. Don't you want to just pick up that little hedgehog, have a little playtime there, and the little bunny as well? Those are so pretty. Some torn, thicker washi, some large deco stickers, and these are great for a compact vertical or a daily layout, as well as your journal. And then the same thing for these larger decos. Oh my goodness, so cute. And the flowers, these will be nice on envelopes, cards that you send to people, and vertical skinny washi. So if you want to make some columns or a little table or something, these will be terrific for that. I'm mainly going to be using the stickers from the vertical kit. So it's Spring Dream. For the 4th week, the theme is going to be chosen by members of my Facebook group. So that one is Viewer's Choice, and it's for the 21st through the 27th. So that takes care of all of the themes and an abbreviated list of goals. I'm trying to focus on just the big deals that I need to really get on. My book of the month is next, and it's going to be a George MacDonald classic. This is an older book called Lilith, and I haven't printed out the cover yet, so let's do that now. Here's the cover, and I've printed it with my HP Sprocket Select. And that is an HP Sprocket that prints on a slightly larger paper, and all the paper is sticker paper, which makes this ideal for printing out a book cover. We'll put the header right up here at the top, And I like the look of sort of overlapping it onto the book cover a little bit, just like that. So this page is all done, and the prayer page is done. That only leaves the memory verse page, which is before the month view. So the 4 verses are Galatians 5:16, 1 Corinthians 2:14, 1 Peter 1:18 and 19, and 2 Timothy 3, verse 16. Galatians 5:16 is, "But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not glorify the desires of the flesh." 1 Corinthians 2:14 is, "The natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God, for they are folly to him, and he is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned." For the 14th through the 20th, we have 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 18 and 19. "Knowing that you were ransomed from the futile ways inherited from your forefathers, not with perishable things such as silver or gold, but with the precious blood of Christ, like that of a lamb without blemish or spot." Second Timothy 3:16 is, "All scripture is breathed out by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness." To take just a minute to update my pocket planner where I'm going to be writing these verses each week. So I've already done the header here. This is the current week that we're on, and all I do is write the verse once a day, and that helps me to memorize it. So we're going to put 1 Corinthians 2:14 here. Also, I want to go back to the monthly spread and just use some of the stickers that sort of fit with the idea of keeping my memory verses in here, like prayer list and grateful for. And I could do quote of the month, write down something the grandchildren say, or grandchild, the one that talks. And let's see, so that's 3 things. I think the prayer list could be here. The quote of the month and grateful for it. I probably did this a little bit differently last month, but it doesn't matter. I just don't want to waste those stickers that I'm not using in my monthly spread. And you know what, for that matter, what if I did this? It's not really the right length, so let's underline prayer list and then quote of the month. And then there's not enough of it to do anything with grateful for, but that's just kind of cute, so we'll do that. So here's where that memory verse page is, and I consolidated all of my leftover stickers. I'm going to go ahead and add in the little cars on Friday, which just remind me that it's car care day. So I will take my car usually when I'm visiting my mom and we're already maybe out getting Starbucks, and I will run it through the car wash. And also, let's just put this one here, and we'll also gas up. I may change, instead of doing it on Good Friday, I may change that to a different day. But we just run the car through the car wash, vacuum it out, toss any trash, and gas it up. And that's all there is to it. Since I didn't need to use the birthday balloons, let's go ahead and put some balloons with this launch day. And there you have it. Got a little bit of deco left. I'll put the rainbow over on top of this pattern. I think that would be nice. And then this little pot of flowers can just go on an empty day, or even between empty days, but how about right here in the corner? And then a little rain boot could go on another empty day. How about this one? And then the flowers could go near the Masters. Let's do that. They've always got such beautiful azaleas on the golf course at Augusta National. If you ever watch the Masters, it's, even if you don't like golf, if you just want to relax, turn that on and just look at a beautiful golf course and beautiful azaleas. That's really just one of the greatest parts about it. All right, I'm just going to put this one here, and if I need to put an event around that, I will. And I have a lot of event stickers left, so I'm going to tuck this in my planner and add to it as needed. Now let's go ahead and flip ahead and review what we did here. Book of the month, goals, themes of the weeks. These will be memories, and you know, if I don't do the photo memories when I start my new planner in July, I might do written memories. I might change this to be just highlights, and I could still make memories this month my header, but it might just be written instead of photos. I'm not sure, because I have a hard time keeping up with that, and also doing my scrapbooking. Here is the weekly spread that is the same named kit, Showers Bring Flowers. So if you were curious about how those go together, they go together like that. So I'm really pleased with how colorful and vibrant this is. I think it's just going to give me a little pep when I'm looking at my plans. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.